what is a reasonable price for a drum set?
Ooh, good question, mate. Good
Wow.
question. This is really going to make me and you seem spoiled because I have no idea, mate. This is going to...
I mean, honestly, like 20 to 30 grand, you're in.
Yeah,
right?
wow,
Beginner kit.
Yeah, beginner kit, yeah.
Okay, so seriously though, like
amateur.
somebody comes to you and says, I've got sticks, I've got a pad, I want to buy my first drum set. I think one of the toughest things that you and I go through as teachers is, okay, there's a price point that you will be set for at least the next 10 years. But that's a lot of money to play if you're going to quit in 2 months. So their seriousness is the whole thing. Because it's like, honestly, get this used thing for $300. You're going to quit anyways. Like, that is... Now, I've never said that once. I've never recommended that. But I've taught my whole... Like, since I was 17 years old, I've seen a lot of people spend a lot of money. And then they give it up. And then they have to eBay the kit. So it is tough. What's a
mate,
good...
I went into Graham Russell's recently after we did the thing there, and I had a look around and I bought Travis like a £300 electric drum kit, and I was shocked at how cheap stuff is these days, but yet how good it is. So I would just go with the cheapest thing, man. I would go for the cheapest thing, mate, to be honest with you. I would say 300 quid if you're from the UK. I would go 300 quid, mate.
Okay, cool. So you got a snare drum and a stand, and maybe it came with a little backpack to take to school. 300 quid. Oh my God.
I would go max 300 quid, mate.
Yep, that's great. Fantastic.
See how bad you want to play the drums, mate. Come on.
You know what? I think what you're doing is let's show how much of a douchebag Mike is when he says 2 grand. I think that I haven't, and now neither of us were prepared for this, so we didn't look up how much things cost. But I do agree with you that like whatever the tier after the most basic. So for Gretsch, it would be called I think it's called like the Energy series. That's almost, it's just like licensed by Gretsch. It's not made by Gretsch. And then I'm sure Tama has one. I'm sure Ludwig has a few where it's like, okay, that's literally just some overseas thing that they stamp their name on. But the first level of most pro companies, the old Midtown, the Pearl Midtown. So for Gretsch, that's a Catalina. I don't know what that would be in Ludwig. Maybe is it an Accent? I think.
Well, they do like a the Accent or the pocket kit basically.
Yeah. So because I'm not thinking about like getting a small drum set. I want it to be normal sizes, at least 20-inch kick.
Yeah, that would be the Accent. Yeah.
Okay, so
Which
those
is... Let's see how much it is. Come on, baby. 480 quid.
Now that's no cymbals, I'm assuming.
I mean, yeah, that can't be with cymbals, surely. And if they are, those cymbals are going to be horrific.
But that is what I think that like, okay, one, it's going to hold its value enough that if you do quit, you can sell it and maybe lose $50. But honestly, I know a ton of Gretsch artists that have Catalinas, and that's Gretsch's entry line. They're fantastic. And they make them and all of them have now like matte wood finishes, lacquer finishes, all for around that $450 range. So I would say realistically, drum set, hardware. We got to remember there's hardware and cymbals. Yeah. I'm thinking $750. You put in $750 and you're giving yourself a shot to play this instrument and not blame the equipment.
Yeah, that's probably a fair one. It's so difficult, isn't it, mate? I am just so out of touch. I know that makes me sound like an absolute dick, but I'm so out of touch with how much things cost, how much like hardware costs. You know what I mean? And we spoke about this in a couple of episodes ago, man. I'm looking at it now on Google and I'm like, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Like, some of these snares I've got sat down here, I'm sat on an absolute gold mine, mate. Oh. If things go wrong, I'm sweet. I don't know why I worry, mate. I don't know why.
When you said 300, I was like, for a hi-hat stand? I mean, what are you expecting to get? Okay, so let's call it $750, so probably around like 610, 620 pounds.
Yeah, 600
All right.
quid, yeah.
You ready for the next Google top 5 question?